So here we have our Waterous Floto-Pump. This is carried on our forestry on the driver's side in the high side compartment. In there we also have a can of fuel for this unit. This actually, if you can see the tag here, this takes 24:1 mixed fuel. Make sure you don't get that confused with the 50:1 mixed fuel that we use for the chainsaws. This Floto-Pump we would use if we needed water out in a remote area. As far as forestry goes, we can hook up 1.5-inch forestry line. It has an 1.5-inch discharge coupling off the rear. This unit will give you about 140 gallons a minute at 30 psi. We're going to go over a couple parts and pieces here, and that's something we're going to review again before we have you review this unit and put it in the water. You have a top handle. It's got a few uses. One, it helps you lift in and out of the water, in and out of the vehicle, but you also want to hold on to it when starting it. If not, the unit will actually move around. It'll be harder to start. You have your on-off switch, spark plug with a boot, exhaust. Make sure you're very careful of the exhaust as it gets hot quickly. Here's the fuel tank. Special thing about the fuel tank is it has a vent cap on it. So when we go to start it, we're going to show you the steps, but that vent cap has to be open. And this carries approximately 5 quarts of fuel. If we move around the unit, over here we can see we have the air filter, and then down in here we have the choke. So when the choke is out, that is in the start position. Once we start it, we want to push the choke in. That is the run position. And the actual throttle for this unit is the float right here. As this goes in the water, the float moves up. And as the float moves up, the throttle increases. Here on the bottom, we have a mesh net. This mesh covering helps keep debris out of the impeller. This unit is self-priming. If you're running this unit, one thing you want to check for is any debris that gets caught in that mesh covering. You may have to take it out of the water from time to time. Look at the bottom, make sure that it's clear and free of debris. If not, you want to shut this down and make sure you clear it out. Other than that, this unit can run for about an hour or an hour and a half, depending on throttle position.